everybody, and welcome to Queens of the Ring. My name is Sarah, your hostess with the mostest. And next to me is my very good friend, one of my besties, AJ Styles fan extraordinaire. Even her dog has an AJ Styles shirt, Miss Denise. Denise, how's it going?
I'm doing good in
I
yourself.
still I'm good. And I still think it's amazing you actually have an AJ Styles shirt for your dog. That is so freaking cool. I love it. I just love that.
When I first laid eyes on her, and I was like,
It's adorable.
"You're getting a shirt. You're getting a shirt. I don't care what mom says. You're getting a shirt."
Oh my God, it was so cute. It was, oh my gosh, she's cute anyway, but I just thought it was absolutely adorable. But yeah, so again, obligatory intro. Queens of the Ring is exclusive to the Hardcore Sports Network as well as Stream Punk Combat. So please like the stream. It helps Denise and I out a whole lot. And then please follow both networks on all social media platforms. And also, like I said, check them out. They got a lot of really good stuff. So, but yeah, we've got again another really busy week in pro wrestling, which is crazy. Um, Super duper crazy. Something that I thought of Mitch when I heard this. So I was watching this John Cena documentary thing on YouTube, more like listening to it. And it was something about like the dark side of John Cena. And they have one for like Randy Orton and all these different Shawn Michaels, all these different people. And apparently, a couple months ago, during Vince McMahon's birthday, John Cena went out on a double date with Vince McMahon and an unknown woman. Vince McMahon was with the unknown woman and John Cena's wife. They went on a double date with Vince McMahon in New York City for Vince McMahon's birthday. I'm like, okay, that's weird. Like,
yeah,
super weird.
creepy. No.
Yeah, very weird. So I thought of Mitch when I heard that. I'm like, I don't know if Mitch ever heard of it. Like, this is the first thing I'd heard of it, but I just thought it was very weird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but no. Yeah, see, Mitch, it was very odd. I'm like, I don't know why. I mean, and they had pictures. It was in the media. They had pictures and stuff of it, and apparently it was in some of like not wrestling like dirt sheets, but like regular like tabloids. Apparently TMZ covered it. But yeah, so really creepy and freaking weird, and I don't understand why, but whatever. But yeah, that was interesting, and I just heard that today, so I thought I would share that with everybody. But yeah, so lots of crazy stuff going on. I still can't believe we have a Saturday night's main event coming up that we're going to talk about. We've got I can't believe we have another PLE coming up fairly quickly. The King, King and Queen of the Ring stuff going on too. It's just like, oh my God, there's a lot going on.
Yes, there is.
They're very busy. And I know there was some news that we were all very happy about coming out of Raw last night in regards to AJ Styles.
I'm like, what news is that? That is.
Isn't he getting a? Yeah, isn't he getting a title shot?
Yes.
Yay! Oh yeah, that was a perfect segue. Perfect segue.
You should have seen me. I was like literally just
oh
like,
my God,
bouncing up and down on the couch. Oh my God! Yes, I knew I liked you for a reason, Nick.
Yeah, I was so excited when I heard that. I'm like, it's about dang time. It's about time that he got in, is back in like the title hunt again. No matter what title it is, other than the tag titles, obviously, but a singles title, it's about time. I think it's long overdue.
Yeah, no, I think the last title opportunity he had was against Cody at Clash last year.
Yeah, so that was over a year ago.
Oh yeah.
That was over a year ago because yeah, wasn't yeah, I think AJ was Cody's first like
Mm-hmm.
after he won the title at WrestleMania, if I remember correctly. So that was over a year ago, and it's like I said, it's long overdue. Long overdue. Wesley, how are you? Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, no, it's just like they're literally making him jump through hoops, and I'm like, come on, why? Just stop with the disrespect, please.
It's
Like,
AJ Styles. He's got. I don't understand why they do that, especially to veterans. Like they have nothing left to prove.
exactly.
Now, I'm not saying they should just, demand a title shot and automatically get it. Of course, we want there to be a storyline behind it and things, and things like that, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But he shouldn't have to be. There's nothing. He has nothing left to prove to anybody.
Yeah,
Plain
exactly.
and
Like,
simple.
he doesn't have to go through the Judgment Day just to get an IC title match.
No, that's
Of
dumb.
course, he
That's
did.
really
I'm sure
dumb.
they would have made him go through Carlito too if Carlito was still a part of
Oh, for sure. He probably would have been the first person.
yeah.
He probably would have been the first person that he had to go through instead of JD McDonough.
Yep.
So he would have,
Finn and JD.
yep. So he would have been the first person. Carlito most definitely would have been the first person that AJ would have had to go through to get the title shot with Dom. And like I said, Dom's not he's not doing anything for that Intercontinental title. He is not elevating it. He's not drawing attention to it.
He's
Like,
literally holding it hostage. He's only defended it twice since
yeah,
three
like,
times, and the third one was like a fluke
yeah, no.
to defense or whatever. So, and he's had the title for almost what is it? Almost 2 months. Almost 2 months. And he's only defended it 3 times. Wow.
Well, and it's not even like even when he's on TV, it's not like he has it with him all the time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? At least with Naomi, like
Yeah.
talk about representing. Like her and Jimmy Uso went to the BET Awards, and she literally had the Money in the Bank briefcase with her on the red carpet for the BET Awards. Like, talk about bringing new eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
That was so smart, because I'm sure people were like, "What the heck is that monstrosity that she is carrying around?
What is money in the bank?
What the heck is money in the bank? Like, what does this mean? Like, is this a new like TikTok trend or something?" So, I mean, that was super duper smart, like marketing on WWE's part for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely think AJ should win the title off of Dom, and if anything, even in when he loses, Dom is still going to be elevated by having by being in a feud with AJ Styles.
Yeah,
come on,
exactly. And he doesn't
so,
even be elevated. He's Rey Mysterio's son. Everybody knows who he is because of his father.
That's a really good point
too. So and like not even his father. He was involved in fucking storyline with Eddie Guerrero, for Christ's sake. Like, come on. People know who he was when he was toddler. Like, come on.
Right. I always thought, thinking back to that, because I watched like a bunch of different just little like interview shows and stuff on YouTube and things, and they even so every time I see a show or a stream or something, mention the storyline Dom was in when he was a little boy with Eddie Guerrero and his dad. I always thought it was so weird that who would let their like 6-year-old bleach his hair?
Yeah.
Who would bleach their 6-year-old's hair? Like, that's stupid, and it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I never understood that. Like, why would you allow your 6-year-old to do that crap? That's crazy. But But that aside, I definitely think AJ should win. If anything, and they need to break up the Judgment Day. This shit is just not working.
It's not at all.
Kyle, yes, Eddie and his son Dom. That's correct. Dumbass Dom, as I like to call him, because he is a dumbass.
Nasty dumbass. I did call him Nasty Dom on Twitter last night. Nasty Dom.
I've called him Dumbass Dom for years. He's Dumbass Dom. He'll always be Dumbass Dom to me. So, yeah, AJ should win. The Judgment Day crap is just not working anymore.
Yeah, it's old. Keep bringing people in. People are leaving. Blah, blah, blah. Like when Finn leaves, what the fuck is going to happen?
It already was wearing thin when Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest were still in the group.
Yeah.
Definitely once they left, it just went to crap. It just really was. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
This is not it. This is not it. They all need to be doing something else. Like, bye.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't working anymore. It hasn't worked for a long time.
No.
Long time. So, yeah, I wonder if Dom is going to turn babyface if Judgment Day, breaks up.
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, definitely AJ Styles should be the new Intercontinental champion for sure.
Yeah. I'm just
Most
saying.
definitely.
I keep saying, I was like, he's going to win it for me for my birthday.
Now is AJ Styles, is he already a Triple Crown champion, or would this make him? Oh, okay. I didn't know. I honestly didn't know. That's why I was asking. So, all right. Sweet.
Yeah, no, when he won the tag titles with Omos back in 21, he became.
Oh my God.
Yep.
It's another useless wrestler. I'm sorry. If you're trying to pinch pennies and save money, why is Omos still there?
I know. And I wish I could tell you. And he just re-signed with them, something, whatever, blah, blah. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, that's what I read.
But you guys got rid of R-Truth.
Exactly. And you only brought
somebody
him back
that actually contributes something.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm trying to think of the last time
Oh my God, that is so annoying.
Saw him. It's been so long.
Yeah, he made an appearance at last year's Royal Rumble, remember? Because he was in the ring and Pat McAfee got called, and Pat McAfee saw Omos in there. And then Pat eliminated himself and went back over the top rope and climbed out of the ring. It's like, Pat, you're really going to wrestle in snakeskin boots? But okay, sure.
Not even in snakeskin boots, but the only other two people currently in that match were Omos and Braun Breaker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was Braun Breaker. You're right. I'm like, I know there was other people. I just couldn't remember who. You're right. It was Braun Breaker.
I think.
Oh my God, that is so. It was funny. That was so funny. But yeah, it's like, why would you keep somebody like Omos who hasn't been on? And even then, even when he was in the Royal Rumble, it was only for a very short time, and he was eliminated. So when was the last time he actually wrestled a match? It was against Seth Rollins.
Was it?
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Why? But you're going to get rid of somebody like Carlito, or especially R-Truth, which I just thought was absolutely absurd. I think everybody did.
Oh, yeah. I wish I could tell you.
That's why I said there's so many people that they could get rid of. How about Apollo Crews? I know he's out injured right now, but
they
why not get rid of
Apollo
Crews?
On the speed challenges and everything, and
yeah, that crap is. I've not watched any of that because I'm like, okay, cool, another useless title.
Exactly. They only used him for the dark matches or the main events that happen before or after like Raw or SmackDown went off air.
Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the last time he was relevant was when he was in NXT and he was feuding with Braun Breaker when Braun Breaker had the NXT championship. That was the last time he was even remotely relevant. I'm sorry. Why is he there? Why? Like, I would really like to look at like the entire roster and be like, get rid of him, get rid of him, get rid of her. Like, there's probably tons of people they could get rid of.
Yeah.
Tons of people they could get rid of that they're not using at all. But like I said, Omos and Apollo Crews are like the first two people I thought of because I'm like, okay, really?
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Super dumb. Super dumb. So, okay, yeah, thanks, Kyle. Yeah, I think Denise said that AJ Styles is a Grand Slam champion already. So, which is good, as he should be. I still want to see him before he retires from wrestling. I still would like to see him have another run in TNA.
Yeah, I'm sure it will because I know he did voice something about it.
Well, and I think like that's a definite possibility. I mean, they put the TNA championship on an NXT wrestler.
Yeah, this is true.
Like this, it's like if you think about it from that perspective, it's like sky's the limit. I never would have thought in a million years they would put a title from another wrestling company on somebody that doesn't work there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like even let him hold it for as long as he has too.
Oh yeah, I never in a million years thought. I thought I'm like, okay, this will be a fun match with Trick Williams and Joe Hendry. Never in a million years did I think Trick Williams was gonna win the title. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and I'll say this, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I do think WWE is getting more out of the partnership with TNA than TNA is.
Oh, absolutely.
And I really would like to see that start to benefit TNA a bit.
What TNA does need to do is put themselves on a more familiar, common, whatever word you want to use, channel where people can see it. Because I don't even know what channel TNA airs on. The only time I'd be able to watch it is after it actually aired on the like app itself where you can see everything TNA.
Let me check. I think it's on a channel called Axis, and it's spelled AXS, I think.
Yeah, like I've never heard of Access. Like, where the heck can you get that? Because I mean, like, I have YouTube TV and I don't have access to that. Ha, no pun intended with that.
What channel is TNA on? Yep, Access TV. So it is, and it streams on TNA Plus.
Yeah, exactly.
You have in the United States. Yep.
A subscription with TNA to see that, and it's like literally like day after it airs.
Let's see. It's on. I don't even think, and I have Sling for my TV provider, and I don't think I get Access TV, but I usually, if I'm like flipping channels, I'll see like reruns for it, but I don't know if it's like the current like episode or whatever, but I know there's certain, it's on AXS, Access TV, as well as streaming on TNA Plus in the United States, owned by parent company Anthem Sports and Entertainment.
I feel like I've never heard of that either. I mean,
like Anthem Sports and Entertainment, that's like the company that owns WWE now.
Interesting.
It's like the same thing.
Yeah, I just feel like they should put it on a more common, more familiar channel that people actually have access to. And that would probably put TNA out there more. Because, I mean, like, TNA back when, they were on Spike. I mean, I know Spike's not as popular anymore, but it was years ago. I'm trying to think of what else TNA back when was like on or whatever. It was flipping back and forth. Access TV. Uh-oh. Look
Well,
who's
here it says it's freaking Blaze. Oh, I'm missing all the chat. Sorry, guys. I'm doing special research.
Okay, you got Spongy, you're Philly, we have Courtney.
Aww. Yeah, TKO.
So it's just
That's
like
why I said it's the same thing. Like TNA, they're owned by Anthem Entertainment, which is the equivalent of TKO owning WWE. It's like it's the same thing.
they just need to.
It works the same way. So I found
channel.
a post actually on Reddit of all places. They said that TNA Plus is $9.99 a month.
Yep.
And it's all TNA stuff, like current stuff. When it was Impact, it'll have Impact plus all the live specials, old pay-per-views. Like it has the whole library.
Yeah,
or
it has everything.
Yeah, or you do a YouTube membership, which they said that'll get you only the new episodes of TNA, and that's only 99 cents a month.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Destination America. Yeah, Destination. I forgot Destination America was even a friggin' thing.
Yeah, I know.
Saying like Fox Sports Net, like you got they got to put it on more.
Have it be on like US, have it be on USA, the USA Network, like Raw and SmackDown is now.
Because I mean, hell, I'd watch it if I had accessibility to it, but I can't because I don't.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, I usually catch up on it just watching their clips on YouTube and stuff. That's usually what I do because I don't have Access TV. I wonder, hang on, what?
Yeah, because I mean, because I wasn't watching the TNA, so I was literally like throwing away $10 a month. And I'm like, okay, I'm not watching this. Let me get rid of my subscription. And if I want to go back and have myself a little AJ run just because I'm in the mood for it, I can just resubscribe and be charged.
Let's see. Access TV.
$10 for nothing. So
let's see.
I don't have access to it anymore.
Let's see. It's on Access TV. It's on AT&T Uverse, Charter, or Spectrum.
What the fuck is Pluto? I've never heard of that.
Comcast/Xfinity, DirecTV, DirecTV Now, Dish, Frontier, Philo. Oh, Sling TV. Oh, so I should have it. All right. Altai/Suddenlink, Verizon, Fios, and other providers. So it doesn't list
the YouTube TV. No, yeah,
it doesn't list that Pluto.
That's why I'm just like, I've never fucking heard of Pluto TV.
I've never heard of Pluto either. All right, well, I have Sling TV. I've also had Philo in the past. Philo, Denise, it's like $25 a month, and you get a crap ton of channels. Sling. For me, I pay like $40 a month for Sling. Okay. I get more channels with it. So I get the stuff to watch AEW. I get this USA Network to watch SmackDown. Obviously Netflix is Raw now. So it was really nice when like the little bit of overlap they had where both Raw and SmackDown were on USA.
Yeah.
And then so NXT, the only thing is it doesn't have that CW network for NXT, so I always have to watch it the next day on the CW app. So, but yeah, I mean, definitely check it out. Like I said, Philo, it's not bad. It's like a streaming TV service thing through your. Oh God, please. Robert Brown, how's it going? I just saw you now.
Yeah, no, because I mean, like I'm paying. I mean, because I watch a lot of like the Travel Channel. Like I love all like paranormal stuff, so I'm constantly watching the Travel Channel with that.
Yeah.
I love like investigation discovery, so I'm constantly watching ID, like all the crime shows and stuff like that. So I mean, like I use it for more than just USA for SmackDown and everything, but I mean, like I'm paying almost $100 a month for YouTube TV.
Oh hell no! And they
Yeah.
just they're gonna have another price hike coming up here soon too. I heard.
They
So
just had one.
yeah, like I said, with Sling, it's great. I get everything. I like watching the History Channel because I like shows. One of them, like outdoor shows. One of them is called Mountain Men, where it shows these guys living in very remote areas and what they do to live every day. Like they go hunting and fishing. Another show I like is called Swamp People. It literally shows people that live in Louisiana that alligator hunt. Like it's super cool show. But they have all different kinds of stuff. Like they have a channel that just shows Swamp People. They have a channel that just shows Duck Dynasty with the Robertson people.
Okay.
So they have all these different channels. But yeah, I really like it. We've never had an issue with it. Now we do have our internet. We used to have our cable and our internet through Spectrum, but it was like $200 a month.
Yes.
I'm like, there's got to be something cheaper. And now we have our TV through Sling, which is $40, and our internet still through Spectrum, and that's only like $35 a month. So I'm paying less than half of what I was before when both of them were through Spectrum.
Yeah, no, I only have Spectrum for my internet. It's $30 a month. I got rid of the TV because the TV was like $150 a month, and I'm like, or it's like, yeah, like you said, 150, almost 200. I'm like, yeah, I can't pay this.
It was crazy. Yeah, like I said, Sling is $40, but I have more channels. That Philo was only like $25.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do some.
And then, like I said, our internet I know is through Spectrum, and that's like $35. It's like 34 something with tax and everything. But yeah, definitely look into both of those options, and a lot of them too will have like promotions for like the first little bit where you get a certain amount of time for free or whatever. Yeah, like they'll have,
and then
they'll have that. Yeah, like I just went down in tiers on Netflix because it was too fucking expensive.
Yeah.
So I went to like the cheapest option they have, which is like $7.99 a month. I'm like,
yeah, I think that's what I have too, something like that. Like I'm like, I don't mind the ads. I can deal with 3 minutes of ads.
The only reason why I even have Netflix is for Raw. That's the only, otherwise I don't watch it. Like that's why I really was not happy when they said they were moving to Netflix. I'm like, great. That's another TV subscription I'm going to have now just to be able to watch what I want to watch.
Exactly.
Because it's the only thing I'm watching.
Yeah, I had Netflix, got rid of it because I wasn't using it. I was like, I'm throwing $15 away for nothing. And then I was like, oh, fantastic. I got to get Netflix again because love that. There goes more money.
I know. It just sucks. And then in order to watch the PLEs, you got to have Peacock. So it's like I only have Peacock to watch the PLEs. Like I can't wait until the PLEs are not on Peacock anymore.
Yep.
Because aren't they moving their PLEs to Netflix as well?
Oh no.
I thought their contract. I thought their contract was up soon.
Literally everything is on Peacock. So unless they move everything from Peacock to Netflix.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me check.
Yeah, I have no idea. They need to stop doing all this. Stop moving. Stop adding. Stop taking away. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. Make it easy for us, God damn it! Like why? Making us jump through fucking hoops. I swear.
Oh. Yep. PLEs such as WrestleMania will be moving off of Peacock in the United States. WWE's current deal with Peacock expires March 2026.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
So while Peacock will continue to stream PLEs until that date, WWE is actively looking at other options, with Netflix also expressing strong interest. So I would like to think that if they're taking the PLEs off of,
they take everything over to Netflix.
They're going to take everything, not just the PLEs. They're going to move the entire Raw and SmackDown and all the old Raw, Raws and SmackDowns and old PLEs and pay-per-views. They're going to move everything off of Peacock and put it on to Netflix, which that would make sense. So that way it's all in one place.
Exactly. And then you can get rid of Peacock and save $15.
Exactly. Because Peacock, that's like $12 or $13 a month. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yep.
This is ridiculous. Like, we have to have so many different streaming services just to be able to watch. It's crazy, and it's so dang expensive. It's like everybody's jacking up their prices this year. It's been getting to be a bit much, to be honest. So yeah. See, what did Wesley say? If it's anything like the Raw library, which is missing a lot on Netflix, then the US won't get half of the PLEs, unlike Peacock. Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, I was in the middle of watching back old episodes of Raw. Like, I went back to like 1996 and started watching all the old episodes of Raw and like moving through. And then all of a sudden I was like, where was the last episode of Raw I was in the middle of watching before? It was, I don't know, I fell asleep or something one night.
Yeah.
Didn't get to finish watching that episode. Well, it's so incredibly hard to search for anything on Netflix.
Yeah.
WWE wise, like, it is not user friendly at all.
Mm-mm.
And it's not on Peacock either. So it's like, okay, what did this just disappear into the ether or something? Like, so yeah, I was not very happy when I noticed that. I'm like, great. Now what are they going to do?
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully we get, sooner rather than later we hear something and they actually move everything over successfully so that all of it is just on Netflix. It would be really nice if SmackDown would move to Netflix so that way it's all there, all of it. And like I said, I'm not a huge NXT watcher or fan, but even moving NXT onto there wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Yeah.
Just have it all on Netflix. All in one place. One big, huge deal where you guys are making buttloads of money. It would just make the most sense.
Literally.
Well, I mean, you got to make something reasonably priced for us. They're pricing out all of us normal, longtime fans from being able to attend live events. Like I said, I will never be able to attend a live event. Not with the ticket prices the way they are right now. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah. So nope, I will not be able to attend any live events because I refuse to take out a small loan to afford tickets just for the actual show, not to mention airfare and hotel and everything else. I'm not doing that.
Yep.
Not putting myself into debt. Sorry, WWE, I love you guys, but at least this way I can watch from the comfort of my own home in my pajamas if I want.
Exactly.
I can sit on my couch and just be all comfy and
deal with obnoxious fans around you.
For sure.
So much fun.
But yeah. So let's see. What do we have? Okay. This should have been the first topic. I kind of skipped this one with my little comment, but Liv Morgan is injured. This is my violin.
Chirp, chirp, chirp. Where are the crickets?
This is how badly I feel.
Yeah, I mean, like, it sucks that she got injured because you don't want somebody to get hurt. But I mean, like, it's a shoulder dislocation. She's gonna be fine.
She'll be fine. She'll be out for a little bit. So I said, hopefully it's something that keeps her out past SummerSlam. That would be fucking awesome.
Whoopsie.
But I mean, she's had that problems with that shoulder. I mean, she's already had surgery on it once. So
shit. Okay.
Yeah, that was the last time she was out when she came back at the Royal Rumble last year. That's what she was out with, but she had to have shoulder surgery. Yep,
Okay.
yep. So, but like I said, watching the replay, I'm like, okay, it looks like she just went down on the mat. Like, what is going on? It doesn't look like
Anything until they did the slow-mo and actually zoomed in on her shoulder. Yeah, I was like watching it too, and I was like, okay, what happened?
I was like,
On?
what's going on? Why are they stopping the match? Like, what is happening right now? And they showed the replay, and I'm like, okay, she just went down.
Yeah. I didn't
What's
even
happening?
getting in the match. Like, I was just so busy on Twitter after AJ got his title. The match, I was like, I didn't even know that the match had like started or happened, whatever.
Oh,
I
yeah.
missed it.
Yeah. Oh, I was just like, what the heck happened? But then you got all these whack jobs on social media blaming Kairi Sane. Give me a fucking break.
Somebody to blame.
Give me a fucking break.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. She didn't cause it. I'm sorry. She didn't.
Yeah, like there's
like I said, Liv's injured again. Shocker.
Yeah. Like there was that, and then with Ridge Holland and Big E, like they were blaming Ridge for that and everything. I mean, like part of it is on E too. He's got to land properly. And then too, I mean, I know no injury was involved, but like what was it, 2 years ago when Cross was going after AJ and everything, they were blaming AJ for the botches, and I was just like, no, he saved the match. It's Karrion's fault for not doing his part in the move. Like, are y'all that dense? It's a two-way street with these matches. It was like they both gotta do their moves properly, otherwise something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but like I said, I didn't see anything that Kairi or Liv did that would cause it. I'm like, what the heck are they talking about? Because I started seeing all the vitriol for Kairi Sane on Twitter. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
I'm like, she didn't do anything.
They gotta point fingers.
Yeah, I'm like, she didn't botch anything. Like, what are people griping about now?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it stinks she's injured, but like I said, I'm not a Liv Morgan fan, so I really don't give a shit.
I'm right there with you, girl. Right there with you.
I don't care. Whoop-de-doo.
Yep.
She's injured. Like I said, what they're gonna. I mean, and I heard that they were going. Her and Raquel were going to be dropping the tag titles to the Bella Twins anyway. And the Bella Twins were going to be retiring the women's tag titles. The women's tag titles should have been gone years ago. They don't need women's tag titles. They don't. They do not. So the sooner those are gone, the better. So Liv being out injured right now, it's not really hurt. It's not like it's hurting any storylines or anything like that. You know, this isn't a career-ending injury. You know, all you guys that like to watch her parade around with dental floss up her ass crack, calm yourselves. She'll be back. Jesus Christ.
I'm not going to miss the either.
Oh my God, her face
is so obnoxious. Just shut up, please.
It's so fake. It's like
the most handsome man in WWE, my daddy dog. And I'm like, I just
don't make me barf in my mouth.
Literally. And it's like good riddance. God, again. It sucks that she's injured, but it's a blessing for.
Like I said, even if it's just like a backstage segment, whenever I see her pop up on screen, I automatically either take my earbud out, or I mute it, or I just change watch something different altogether, because I'm like, she completely takes me out of it. Like I can't. I just fucking can't with her.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I remember one night, I was like, I don't know if I had told you, but I remember telling Mitch, I was literally watching Raw, but I was exhausted. Like I was watching a replay of it. And like I had fallen asleep, and what literally woke me up was her voice, and I was like, "Oh, like thanks, Liv, but thank you. AJ's on TV, so I can rewind it now." But I'm like, literally, her shrill voice woke me up.
Oh my God.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, just like I said, she's not really good in the ring. She's not good on the mic. She's obnoxious. It's like, really?
Boobs, butt, and blonde hair. That's all it is.
Like I said, she walks around basically with dental floss up her ass crack. Like, really? It's not like just that's not really showing like talent. It's really not. I don't think any woman should be walking around like that. That's ridiculous.
No, I agree.
So a lot of people were freaking out about the way Stephanie Becker and Rhea Ripley were dressed during Money in the Bank, and I'm just like, okay, so they have their bottoms like riding up their ass crack, like
They're
not impressed at
No.
all.
no. But I
Not
mean, it's just
impressed.
like, it's the way their gear is. I mean, like when you're in the middle of the match, yeah, your gear is going to shift. They can't help that. And they can't help they have very large asses. I mean, it comes with the territory sometimes, unfortunately.
I just don't understand. It's like, then dress appropriately.
Yeah.
Then dress appropriately. Wear boy shorts. So if they ride up a little bit, you're not having both ass cheeks out on full display. I'm sorry. I'm watching wrestling, not softcore porn.
Yeah.
You know, sorry. It's just that's one of the things I feel very strongly about. I think it's totally degrading, and it totally takes away from all the good these women are doing in the ring when they have body parts out like that. It's just not. Well, I'm sure guys aren't complaining about it, but why would you?
Yep.
You know. So, Philly halftime. How are you? Thank you for stopping in.
Yes.
No, I said I don't want to watch that.
Oh my god.
No, I kind of went off on a little bit. I went off a little bit about the way some of the women dress.
It's for men, and then like us getting to see our guy shirtless is the same thing for us. It's just different. But then again, I mean, like anytime AJ's in the ring, any opportunity I get to look at that man's ass, I'm going to, because I love that man's ass. And
yeah, but he's not walking around in a mankini though. Basically with dental floss up his ass crack.
I do miss the young
Philly halftime. Oh my god. Thank you, Wesley. I totally agree. Liv Morgan is highly overrated.
Very overrated. Oh my god.
No. When I'm trying to watch wrestling, I don't want to watch porn if I'm trying to watch wrestling.
Yeah.
I can only focus on so many things at one time. So, yeah. I just, like I said, I think it's like, it takes away from what these women are trying to do.
Agreed.
In the ring. You know, they're having all these, you know, guys and girls focus on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just, like I said, that's just me. That's just my opinion. And I agree, Wesley, Liv Morgan is highly overrated. I don't think she's half as good as she thinks she is. I feel the same way about Mercedes Moné or the former Sasha Banks. Like, I don't think she's half as good as she thinks she is in her own mind.
Yeah.
Like, Mercedes Moné holding whatever she has now, 12 titles or whatever. I'm like,
12 titles. Like, why do you need all that?
Like, why? You're not impressing anybody. It's been done. This shit's been done before.
Yeah.
Look at Kenny Omega a couple years ago where they started calling him the belt collector because he was going around every promotion getting their titles, getting titles. And I'm like, yeah, I just It's not impressive. It's really not. So, but yeah. Yeah, like thank you, Kyle. I agree. I think it's stupid. Like she just won a title in like the Netherlands or something, went there for one show and won the title. I'm like, why? Why?
Wow.
I think it's
Wow.
insane. And if she has any creative control, that's another rumor I heard, is that she supposedly has creative control over what happens with her character. And if she does have any creative control, she shouldn't, because she's fucking horrible at it.
Well, that just shows you how selfish she is.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Lord.
Yeah, just ugh. Yeah, not a Mercedes or Sasha Banks fan at all. I did not like her in WWE, and I like her even less now, because now she's worse than Liv Morgan. She's so insufferable. It's ridiculous. Not impressed at all whatsoever. Yeah, Mercedes Hogan. She's fucking insufferable. It's awful. Like, I don't want to hear anybody saying Becky Lynch is, calling her Becky Hogan. I'm sorry, Becky doesn't have 12 fucking titles and walks parades around with them and just, oh my God. Ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. So, but, yep, I definitely agree. She's female Hulk Hogan, Mercedes Hogan. Like I said, she could go away right this second and I wouldn't give a shit. Definitely wouldn't be missing anything. I'm sorry. It's not like she's adding very much. No. If she's doing anything, she's bringing the women's roster down in AEW. She's bringing the wrong kind of attention to it.
Love that.
So, I'm sorry. She's bringing the wrong kind of attention to the women's roster, and they've got some fantastic female wrestlers over there that, I mean, look at the match she had with Stephanie Becker before Stephanie Becker signed with WWE. I was like, I'd never heard of Stephanie Becker before. I'm like, who the hell is this girl?
Yeah.
She is fucking awesome, man. She is incredible. She is so good.
Yep.
Even though she lost, she shouldn't have lost to Mercedes. I'm sorry. She whooped her ass. She whooped her ass.
I believe it.
This girl should not be losing. She should not be losing.
You know, that was like even my reaction when she lost the NXT women's title. I was like, in my head, like it only took maybe a second for it to click. Like not even like literally a nanosecond. I watched it and I'm like, okay, she's going up to the main roster. Like that was literally my immediate thought. Cause I'm like, there's no way in hell they're gonna have her lose to JC Jane. Is that her whatever? Like that.
Yeah. I'm like, of all people, you're gonna put the NXT title on JC fucking Jane.
I just put it on if they were gonna do like
I'm sorry.
The better one for that in that group is Fallon Henley. However the fuck you say her name. I mean, like she just seems like the most decorated one out of all three of them.
I think Sol Ruka would have been a better choice. I definitely think Jordan Grace would have been a better choice.
Jada Parker,
like JC fucking Jane.
Yeah.
She hasn't done shit. She's been in NXT for how many fucking years?
Exactly.
Give me a break.
I know.
No.
And then she almost lost her title last week too to a newbie. And I'm just like, that's embarrassing. The only reason you won is because your girls interfered for you.
Yeah, I'm so over that whole thing of heels interfering, having interference. It just, that trope is so overused.
Mm-hmm.
So overused. It's like, it's cringe. It gives me like secondhand embarrassment.
For them, yeah, exactly.
It's just like, why? So you can't win on your own merits? Yep. None of you, not a single fucking heel you cannot win on your own merits.
Apparently
you
not.
All have to cheat. it's just, it's like I said, it's such an overused trope. It's annoying. It's so
Very.
annoying. Kyle, I agree. Charlotte Flair, she's another one that could go away and I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
She is so overrated. It's crazy. So overrated. She gets all these title shots because of who her dad is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, she maybe at one point was very good. She hasn't been very good in a very long time.
Yeah.
So,
Well, is it like 10, whatever, 25? Yeah, maybe what, 10
no,
years ago? I mean, she was good 10, 15 years ago.
yeah, she just, not my cup of tea. So, not my cup of tea. So, let's see. Our next topic we have is, oh boy, our good old buddy Jey Uso advances in the King of the Ring tournament.
Not a surprise there. Knew that shit was happening.
Yeah, as soon as they announced Jay, I'm like, okay, it's all done.
Yup.
I was like, okay, I know which direction they're going in, because before they announced him, I'm like, boy, this is like, unexpected, and this is going to be great, and oh, it's like totally, unpredictable and all of that, because that's
Remember, you have Cody too. You have him versus Cody.
Oh yeah. So now I'm like, okay, so
It'd be interesting.
babyface versus, I mean, all the finalists in King of the Ring, they're all baby faces. So this is going to be very strange. Sammy and Randy.
Talking about for males, yes.
Yeah, Sammy and Randy, and then you've got Cody and Jay. So
yeah, interesting.
Crazy. Well, you know what, Kyle, though? I'm not really upset about Goldberg. It's his fucking retirement match. So everybody griping and freaking out about it, it's like, calm the fuck down. It's his retirement match. Like, he wouldn't be taking the title off of freaking Gunther anyway. I still don't think Gunther should have got the title off of Jey Uso. I think that was absolutely ridiculous.
Agreed.
I was not happy with that decision at all. That was so stupid. I'm not happy at all. Not happy at all.
Yeah.
I thought it was pointless. Like, why even? So you have Gunther drop the title to Jey Uso. Jey Uso only has the title for 50 or 51 days or whatever it is, not even 2 full months, just to put the title back on Gunther. Why? The most boring fucking wrestler out there. You're going to put the title back on him.
Yep. Gotta love it.
No, I thought that was bullshit. I was just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me right now. You've got to be kidding me. So I didn't agree with that. But like I said, Goldberg, it's his retirement match. I think everybody should have a retirement match. I really wish like Kurt Angle's retirement match would have been better, because he had Baron Corbin or something for his retirement match.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who. Angle was doing an interview, and I don't remember who he said he proposed to Vince McMahon, who he proposed his retirement match be against. I don't remember, but definitely wasn't Baron fucking Corbin. And yeah, I don't remember who it was, but yeah, I just very disappointed. So the fact that they're having Goldberg come back, and for all the people saying, oh, he was limping. No, he wasn't. He was not limping at all. I rewatched him walking down to the ring several times. He was not fucking limping. Like, people are trying to just see shit that's not there. He was not fucking limping.
And I wasn't paying attention to that either. I was like, I could care less. I was in the kitchen.
He wasn't limping.
And I'm like, I don't, whatever.
Neither. I mean, the dude's bow-legged, but so is Shawn Michaels. Like, and he was not limping. So you guys are all on crack.
Mm-hmm.
He's not limping.
They seeing what they want to see.
Yeah, but I thought he did fine in his promo last night with Gunther. I think it's going to be a good match. We'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, Jey Uso being in King of the Ring, like I said, it's going to be interesting seeing him versus Cody. So was, perusing social media last night, and a lot of people are saying that we're going to have a heel turn from Jey Uso. I do not think that is the case at all, or a heel turn from Cody. I don't think either of them are turning heel. I think they're just going to have a really good match.
Yep.
I'd imagine if we're going along like storyline routes with Cody wanting to get back at John Cena, I could see Cody winning King of the Ring. However, I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind seeing Randy Orton win King of the Ring.
He should have won it last year, but hey, what do I know?
Exactly. He should have won it last year. So I would like to see Randy Orton win because he should have won last year. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's gonna. And I'm not just saying that because Randy Orton is one of my favorites. Like, truly, he should have won King of the Ring last year. 100%. And nobody is going to change my mind on that. He should have won, not Gunther. So,
yeah.
It's like Gunther can't be seen. It's like almost like he can't be seen on television unless he's holding a freaking title belt.
Exactly.
It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. So, but I wonder if they're going to have somebody like Sammy or Jay win King of the Ring. So when they have the match with Gunther at SummerSlam, that's when Seth Rollins cashes in.
And yeah. But that's going to be a slap in the face to them.
Yep.
I just don't.
Yep.
Whatever. It's whatever.
It's super unpredictable. It's super unpredictable because all four of the guys that are in the semifinals, they're all baby faces. So very unpredictable because they could go in a bunch of different directions. I mean, Randy Orton wants to have, program, I guess you could say, with John Cena because it's his last year. I could see that happening. You got Cody going after John Cena as payback from what happened at WrestleMania. You got Jay, who just lost the World Heavyweight Championship back to Gunther, so he's gunning for John Cena's title. And then you got Sami Zayn, who, I think he should have been made a champion a long time ago.
Yeah.
But, they got Sami Zayn. They're all four of them, like I said, they all have their reasons for wanting the title. So I was really hoping we were going to get somebody unexpected, like instead of Jay. I was really hoping we were going to get somebody unexpected. I know he's not your favorite person, but I was really hoping they were going to put Karrion Kross in there to have another heel be in there.
Yeah.
Along with Bronson Reed. But I guess Miro or Rusev is a heel character as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I was really hoping we were going to have Karrion Kross in there just because he has been gaining so much traction with the fans.
Yeah.
With his merch sales and all of that. I could totally see that.
It's just
Kyle, I wasn't sure if they would do I didn't even think about them doing Joe Hendry, to be perfectly honest, because they had just taken the TNA title off of him. I don't foresee WWE taking the TNA title off of him just so he could be in the King of the Ring tournament, like kind of like to pay him back for dropping that title to Trick Williams. I didn't really foresee that. But I mean, I never thought we were going to see him at WrestleMania either. So what the heck? What do I know?
Because I mean, Mitch did tell me too, though, that the only reason they gave the title to Trick was because Hendry got injured during that match. I have no idea. Yeah, that's what Mitch told me. I mean, I have no idea, but that just brought me back to when Trick, what was it, like 2 weeks ago? So that TNA dude, I kind of was expecting him to lose it to him, so it went back to its rightful brand, but it didn't happen, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I heard that he got injured during the match, and that's why. So, if it's true, because I don't think Hendry's been on TNA since.
I haven't heard anything about him, even on.
I love how we're talking about Denise's favorite wrestler right now.
No, right? So
Yeah,
excited.
it's a shock.
So excited. All right, go back behind stage. Go away.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Says, hang on, I want to see when this was posted. Oh, this was 2 months ago. Never mind. Yeah, the only thing when I Google search Joe Hendry injury, the most recent thing that comes up is a rotator cuff injury that he had in an opening of TNA TNA wrestling 2 months ago. April 10th is when it happened. So yeah, that
Interesting.
I mean, it could be that he hasn't been on TNA because he's taking a break after constantly being on and then constantly defending having the title and having to defend it and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I could see that because most of the time when people lose a title, when they drop a title, they take some sort of a break.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Cody. Cody was gone for like a month after dropping the title to John Cena at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he was
So-
going like,
Oh
like
yeah,
his business that entire year. He held that title.
yeah,
Like he needed that break.
yeah. Most definitely, I agree. He was a road warrior for sure with that title, but yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how things pan out for King of the Ring with them, at least on the men's side anyway, because yeah, it's going to be kind of crazy.
Oh yeah. They have their plans.
Yeah, I mean, they have their plans. Hopefully, they're decent, and
Yeah, I know, right? Exactly.
hopefully they're decent and not the garbage we got in the road to WrestleMania. Because that whole road to WrestleMania was hot garbage this year. It was awful.
Very hot garbage.
And like I said, it's a well-known fact. I thought the Raw after WrestleMania was better than WrestleMania itself.
Exactly. Like what?
Both nights. Like the only match on night one that I liked was the main event with the triple threat match with Punk, Rollins, and Roman Reigns. That was the only match. I'm like, otherwise the rest of the night I thought was dog shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. They just need new creative writers in general. That's all there is to it. Just need new writers.
Yeah. Which you would think, okay, WWE's been around for how many years? You would
Exactly.
you would think that they would know by now how important the creative team are, and it shouldn't all just be falling on the shoulders of one person. Like, it's like, get some better creative writers in there. My goodness.
Literally. You would think, but I guess not.
Apparently what is common sense to you and I is not common sense
Thanks to them. Exactly. Who
to
cares?
other people.
We're just
And I guess it's real easy for us to say that looking from the outside in. We're not a part of the creative process. We're not in the writer's room, and
yeah.
who knows? I mean, maybe it doesn't make sense. Something doesn't make sense now, but maybe they have to do it that way because it's affecting something else that is happening down the line. So
yeah.
Who knows? But all right. And then what else did we want to talk about this evening? Oh yeah. We kind of mentioned it. Gunther versus Goldberg at Saturday night's main event. What say you, Denise?
Yeah, like I said, I literally was not paying attention to their promo last night. All I remember hearing was Goldberg screaming in Gunther's face. And I was like, that was it. Like, I was not paying attention to anything. I was like, I couldn't give two shits about either one of them. So I'm not paying attention. So it's just whatever. Cool. Boring match. Let's go. Get it out of the way.
You
Let
know,
it
I'm
be fun.
glad they're doing it on Saturday night's main event and
Yeah.
not on a PLE.
Yeah.
You know, they're not taking one of those coveted PLE spots away from somebody else. So I am happy about that.
Mhm.
So at least they're doing that. But like I said, it's Goldberg's retirement match. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and
I could-
piss and moan about it. Let him
yeah,
have his retirement match.
I
I
don't
mean, like I said,
so.
every wrestler deserves to have a proper retirement match. So yeah, I think it'll be fine.
That'll
It's
be my
funny because, well, it's funny because my husband really likes Goldberg. Goldberg was one of his favorites, and back in the day, and Goldberg actually has a show on YouTube. He has a channel on YouTube called Goldberg's Garage, where he's working on like cars and stuff like that, like hot rods. He's a big, big, big car guy. And in one of the episodes, it showed him like working out and getting ready to go back in the ring for his retirement match. And I'm like, good for him. At least he's taking it seriously and stuff like that. And so yeah, I mean, good for him. I think it's fine if he has his retirement match. So that's fine. That's fine by me. Like I said, I think it's fine they're doing it on Saturday night's main event rather than like a PLE.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they're kind of going, I feel like middle of the road with it. It's not as high as being a PLE, but it's not as low as being on like Raw or SmackDown. You've got Saturday night's main event, which is like a good like happy medium for like the proper place to be doing his retirement match. So it'll still get more visibility than say a normal Raw or SmackDown. So
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. I think it's a good thing they're not having his retirement match be with like somebody who's very new to wrestling, say somebody from NXT. I think that's good. They're having somebody with experience be in the ring with him because you got to make sure everybody's being safe and doing things safely. So I think that's a good thing. And Gunther's been wrestling for a long time, so he knows what's up.
Yeah,
He's not unsafe in the ring. So
I mean, if like I mean, it's not them. It's more so. I mean, like I said, I've never really been a fan of Goldberg. I don't really care for him. But like watching when he does that jackhammer, watching him, he almost literally took out Taker while doing that, and then I mean, yeah, well, because Taker, he's very tall, but then he also had when he had his match against Drew at the Royal Rumble, like 4 years ago, like when he did the same thing to Drew's a big guy. Like he's very muscular. I'm not saying Undertaker is not. I'm not saying Gunther's not, but like Drew is built differently. And the way he did the jackhammer on Drew, and I was just like, is he like trying to like end his career like right there? It's just the way he dropped him, and I'm like, he does not need to be doing that.
Yeah, Drew's a big guy. Yeah, Drew's a big guy, both height wise and like muscle wise.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and who knows if he'll even do the jackhammer? I heard he's been having like shoulder issues, so I don't even know if he's going to be able to do it.
I hope
if
not.
it would be safe for him to do it with
really
whatever, and who knows if that's true that has shoulder issues. But I just hope whatever they do decide to do in that match that they do it in a safe way, so that both guys are safe. They're not doing unnecessary moves and things like that. So, Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be seeing Gilbert there, Kyle. I don't know if we're gonna see Gilbert. Oh my god, that would be so funny. But man, how about that pop that Goldberg got last night? Holy crap, man! Green Bay was representing last night with popping loud for Goldberg. They were loud as hell.
I wasn't paying attention, so I couldn't.
Oh my god, they were so loud. I'm like, what the heck are people freaking out about? Because I was kind of paying attention to something else. And I'm like, what the hell? And I look, I'm like, oh, that's why. Okay, so I just like rewound it a little bit and went and rewatched. I thought maybe Goldberg did something.
Yeah.
Like that's why people. Nope, it was just his music started, so people lost their minds. Which, you know what, that was cool to see. Like that was a very, very loud pop for Goldberg. People are excited to see him because for a lot of people, like he was part of their childhood.
But yeah.
Even back when he was in WCW, you've got people who are grown adults now that have children of their own that don't know Goldberg.
Yeah.
Goldberg was their favorite wrestler when they were a kid. So I think it's cool. Like I said, it's a retirement match. I think a lot of people are just reading way too much into this. Let him have his freaking retirement match.
Yeah.
It's not hurting anybody. It's not hurting anybody. Let him have his retirement match. I think it's pretty cool that he approached WWE and they told him they agreed to do a retirement match, a proper retirement match for him. I think that's great. What I would like to see, because of all the mouthing off Gunther did when not obviously last night, but the last time Goldberg was seen on Raw. I would really like to see his son Gage get involved after all the mouthing off Gunther did about Goldberg and his son.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, he was mouthing off about Goldberg and his son and his wife. So I would really like to see. I think that would be pretty cool. If Gage, because Gage is an adult now, so I think it would be pretty cool if Goldberg's son Gage got involved somehow in the match. But yeah, that would be neat. But yeah, it should be a decent match. Like I said, it's not a big deal. It's on Saturday night's main event. I still think it's funny that they chose to do Saturday night's main event the same night as All In.
Oh,
AEW's big All In, like All In is their version of is AEW's version of WrestleMania, and it's taking place.
Okay.
And it's taking place in Texas, which I thought it was weird because usually, historically, All In has been like the end of August. Well, now all of a sudden they're doing it towards the beginning, middle of July. And I don't know why they're doing it so early. Maybe that was the only time they could get to this, get at the in the stadium in Texas. I'm not sure. I know they've done it at 2 times over in Wembley Stadium in England. They couldn't do it at Wembley because Wembley has like another event or something going on. So they moved it to United States and they're doing it in Texas on July 12th. So I just don't understand why they're doing All In so early this year. But like I said, it's a shot at AEW. They're doing Saturday night's main event the same night as All In. I'm like, why? It's so stupid. It's just dumb.
They have their reasons.
It's dumb. I'm like, really? You had to do it that night? You couldn't have picked the Saturday before or the Saturday after? Nope. Come on now. It was just really stupid. Yeah. It's like, whatever.
Play with Goldberg, it being Goldberg's last match too. That's gonna definitely be interesting to see where the viewings and the ratings are gonna go for both of these. Because if you're saying that this is AEW's version of WrestleMania, but you're having a legend and Hall of Famer have his last match that same night in a different company, it's like, how is this going? It's going to be interesting.
Well, and it's kind of weird too, because like you said about the viewership, it's going to be really interesting because you can watch that. You can watch Saturday night's main event on Peacock. Whereas if you want to watch All In, you have to pay $50 for the pay-per-view fee to watch All In. And they do so many freaking matches. Like, I guarantee you it'll be 5 or 6 hour pay-per-view. They run notoriously long pay-per-views.
I don't know why they do that.
I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's quantity. It's so we get more bang for our buck. I'm sorry, but I'd rather have a 3 hour pay-per-view than a 5 or 6 hour pay-per-view. I'm sorry, but and that's why I stopped doing the pay-per-view, the watch-alongs with Earl.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I cannot sit here until midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning on a freaking Sunday night. And after sitting here for 5 or 6 hours, I can't do it. I'm sorry. That's
I
ridiculous.
mean, like, not even that. Like, not a lot of people can afford that. Like, $60
Oh, heck no.
is money for a PLE.
Mm-mm. Nope. And that's another reason why I stopped doing it. Because I'm like, with how bad their creative has gotten as of late, I'm like, I am not, it's not worth spending the money. It's really not worth it. It's really not worth it. It's just not to me. My time is more valuable than that. So I'm not going to sit here for 5 or 6 hours and pay $50 to watch mediocre bullshit.
Yep.
You know, because like I said, their creative has just been horrible. Horrible. It's like, no, I'm not paying, you know, a lot of money to watch this. Like, if there was a way to watch it for like free or something, or if they would put it on a streaming platforms similar to Peacock. Like, I know Dynamite, they always have Dynamite not only on TBS or TNT, whichever one, but they also have it on HBO Max. Well, why can't you have the pay-per-views on HBO Max?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you can watch it on HBO Max, but you still have to pay the pay-per-view fee. I'm like, if I'm already spending the money on HBO Max, I shouldn't have to also pay a $50 pay-per-view fee. That's outrageous.
Money.
Yep, you're right. Yep. It's greed. It's just so crazy.
Yeah, but also too, remember that Saturday night's main event is on NBC as well, not just Peacock.
Yep. So a lot of people already have cable.
Yep.
Or like a streaming TV service, you know. So people already have regular NBC, but a lot of people have Peacock because you can, you know, like, to me, the benefit of having Peacock was it was the entire WWE library, plus I could watch the PLEs and not have to pay the pay-per-view price, you know, to watch the PLEs. So I'm like, for like whatever it was when I got Peacock years ago, it was like $7 or something. I was like, this is worth it. This is worth it. And I'm like, oh, cool. They have other shows and movies and stuff. Okay, this is great. But yeah, now I'm just like, everybody is just up their prices. It's
everything. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yep. So that's all I got to say about that. So it should be an all right match. Kind of curious to see if they're going to have that be the main event of Saturday night's main event, or I don't know. We'll see what they do. I don't know if it'll be the main event necessarily. Maybe they'll have it be the opening match because, you know, I've said this before. It seems like lately WWE has been like bookending their PLEs with like a really strong or really good, you know, match that people are really enthusiastic about, or a match people really have been looking forward to. They'll start off with a match like that and then they end with a match like that. So they've been like bookending the PLEs like that with the start and the finish and everything else in the middle. But yeah, so we'll see what they're going to do. I think it's going to all depend on what PLE they have coming up and what matches they're going to book, you know, for Saturday night's main event that's going to be able to add to the stories of whatever, you know, is, you know, going into SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's the next.
Yeah.
I think that's the next PLE.
It's not just all the women. Yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
they're-
the evolution one that's coming up in a few weeks. I think that's the weekend before Saturday night's main event. I think.
it's the same. No, it's
Oh, is
Saturday,
it this?
obviously, and then it's Evolution Sunday. So there's
Oh, so it's the same
Yeah.
weekend. Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
yeah. But no, yeah, and then I think the next PLE
Oh, wow.
is SummerSlam.
It's SummerSlam. Wait, then let me see. So does that mean?
Yeah, we have Night of Champions in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, and then the next one would be Evolution and Saturday night, and then we would have SummerSlam.
Oh wow, yep. So it is competing with Saturday night's main event. Yeah, AEW is notorious for doing their pay-per-views on Sundays, so that's why I was like, I wanted to check and see because I'm like, I can't imagine they would have All In compete with the Evolution thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's Saturday, July 12th, same night as Saturday night's main event. So
Yeah.
Yep. that's when that's happening. But it should be interesting. Like I said, I think them scheduling Saturday night's main event the same night as All In is just a petty shot at AEW, which is it's unfortunate.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked.
Well, I think it's stupid. It's like, okay, so they announced this, AEW announced this is when it's going to be taking place. They announced this months and months and months ago. You couldn't have done the Saturday before or the Saturday after.
Nope.
You know what I mean? I thought it was stupid. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty much all we have for this week's episode of Queens of the Ring. Thank you everybody for being here with us.
Yeah, I did not
Appreciate it
get
very
trolled
much.
once. I did not get trolled once.
You got told a little bit, just a little bit, not too
A
much.
little bit, not too bad. I think we behaved ourselves pretty well tonight.
Even the chat too. I was shocked.
Yeah,
So
not too much trolling tonight, Mitch. You're lucky.
yep. So we're not doing a show next week, right?
I have to, no, that's like I said, I have to work, and
Yep.
she has to be up early the next morning.
I have to go
Okay.
back down to Illinois. Wah, wah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not excited.
So on July 1st, the Wrestling Trivia guy will be on. So
And please extend to him thank you
Yeah.
for being flexible and adjusting his schedule.
I will.
I really appreciate it very much. Like I said, I want to be able to give that like my full attention, and I know I'm not going to be able to with having to be up so incredibly, getting ready and getting up so incredibly early on Wednesday. There's no way. So I'm going to be like, yep, I want to go to bed. It's 7:00 and I want to go to bed.
Early.
you know, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be so.
That means
gonna
I'm
be
off
so
next
tired.
Tuesday night. Yay!
Woohoo!
I'll pretty much stream myself. Who knows?
Yeah,
He's not gonna know what to do.
Right.
yeah. You're not gonna know what to do with yourself on a Tuesday night, Mitch.
Oh, thank God. I've been waiting for the day. Thank God. But yeah, so no Queens in the Ring, no Phenomenal Breakdown next week. So
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Denise has to
it's
work,
all
and
good.
then
It's all good.
I gotta be up super early Wednesday morning, and I'm not gonna be able to.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I said, hopefully it's not too much longer. I'll have to be doing this, but
Yeah,
I'll
seriously.
find out. I'll find out more at the beginning of next week. So we'll see.
Fingers
We'll
crossed.
see what they say. Yeah, we'll see what they say. But yeah, so that's all we got for this week for you guys. So again, thank you for everybody being here with us and watching the stream and listening to us and participating in the chat. We really appreciate it. Again, go ahead and like and subscribe to both. Yes, Mitchell Cassidy. Yeah, Wesley had to get that in there. Good job, Wesley.
Yeah.
But once again, we are exclusive to Hardcore Sports Network and Stream Punk Combat. Please go and follow both networks on social media. Check out their stuff. There's a lot of really good content creators on both networks. Anything sports related, both have you covered. So yeah, that's what we got this week. Again, no Queens of the Ring next week, but we'll be back on Tuesday, July 1st, with the gentleman from Wrestle Trivia, Kevin. And yeah, I'm nervous, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be
Yeah.
fun.
Yes, it's very fun.
I haven't played Wrestle Trivia since last time. So I'm like,
Good. Cheater.
I'm not cheating. Jeez.
Cheater.
Brownies with nuts eater.
Hey, that's the show. Yeah, good.
My bad.
No, you're good. All right.
Oh, it's so funny. Okay, Mitch, take us out.
See you guys. Have a good one. Peace.